I also want to express our gratitude for the leadership and many contributions of Warner Session. Today is his last meeting on the board. Warner is currently the longest serving member of the board since his appointment by the mayor of the District of Columbia in 2011, serving 2 terms as chairman, 2 terms as vice chairman, in addition to chairing a number of different board committees. Warner has made an enormous difference.
Warner and I arrived together on the board very close in time back in 2011. And he immediately brought an energy level to the board and MWAA that proved to be contagious. Warner's larger-than-life personality was self-evident from the get-go, but I quickly came to also appreciate his keen intellect.
We truly appreciate your commitment to the airport community. And one thing I think you really showed us was it's not just about the little airport, Falls Little Airport or the Dulles Airport, but it's about the whole airport community. Everybody, the concessions, the tenants, you looked at it holistically and tried to take an approach that made it a success for everybody. Sometimes very challenging, but you made it happen.
One of the things my parents taught me growing up as I ventured into various things in life was to always try to make some place a little better than the way you found it, And I think everyone here could agree that you've left an indelible mark on the legacy of the authority here. So thank you for everything you've done.
From day one, Warner, you have been my confidant, my friend, but also my Sherpa.
Mi amigo, Warner. Met a lot of good people as I came along. Everyone was very friendly and cooperative. And one of the persons that stood out was Warner. I have 3 words to describe him, essentially from my point of view: a mentor, a supporter, and a partner.
I think one of the testaments to your influence on this board is, I think this is the first board meeting where every single male member has on a tie. Those you don't understand the significance of that. Warner always wears a tie and a suit.
I think the one thing that maybe it has not been mentioned was the contributions in your leadership in updating our procurement manual, which I think will be a legacy a long time.
You're stepping down as a member of this board. But knowing you for as long as I have, your interest in what this board does and what its mission is will continue. And that is characteristic, and it goes with your character and your commitment and your passion to serve in the community.
Thank you for all of the commitment to the small businesses of the District of Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia, and your commitment to diversity, inclusion, and social impact here at the Airports Authority.
We will never be able to replace the deep and long relationships you have with many of these organizations, but I think your participation in these meetings and events and your friendships with our colleagues across the country has been really important.
It's kind of a fitting tribute to you at the end to have been such an active participant right up to your very last meeting. So thank you very much, and we appreciate everything you do for us.
On behalf of the entire Dulles Airport community, we want to thank you, and we have a gift for you as well.
Thank all of you. I'm truly humbled by the very kind remarks. Where did 12 years go? I want to first thank former Mayor Vincent Gray, first appointed me in 2011, and to our current Mayor Muriel Bowser, who reappointed me in 2017. The past 12 years have been truly a labor of love. When I consider the quality of my life today, I consider the quality of people who are in my life. As I look around this table and look out to the audience, I'm just extremely grateful for having an opportunity to serve and work with such extraordinary men and women. When I first joined the board in 2011, we were not in a good place. We were without a permanent CEO. Kate, as you remember, we had a daily diet of bad press. And without going into all of the unpleasant details, the state of the authority wasn't a word tumultuous. But let me just say that was then, and this is now. The senior staff that we see in the audience, others who are not here, are joined by the hundreds of workers and authority employees, most of whom we do not know, most of whom we may never get to know. Come here every single day. They show up, they suit up and show up, and they make our world-class airports they are contribute to the success and progress that we've enjoyed. In closing, let me just lift up again the words of Dr. King. On some positions, cowardice asks the question, is it expedient? Then expedience comes along and asks the question, is it politic? Vanity asks the question, is it popular? But conscience asks the question, is it right? There comes a time when one must take the position that it's neither safe, nor politic, nor popular, but he must do it because conscience tells him it is right. So I just hope that during my tenure here at the Airport Authority, what I've done here has been a matter of conscience because it was right. Thank you all.